Hey, welcome back to another installment of the Friday Wrap Up. Well, we all made it through one more week of hell, and here we are. So, we got a big show today. I got a lot of shit on my mind that I want to I gotta get off my chest because the world is just filled with fucking stupid people. So, you're in for a fucking bumpy ride today. I gotta tell you, kids. All right, so. Before we kick the show off, I'd just like to tip my hat to the bringer of today's libation. Today's cocktail is a Red 7. And I'd like to thank the purveyors of Redemption Rye for that. So, as you could tell, me and this bottle are good friends. So, what is a Red 7? Well, be happy to tell you. It's my little riff on a 7-7. You see, that was my go-to cocktail back in the day, back in my clubbing days, knocking around and shit. Which I don't drink too much these days. But I figured for nostalgia's sake, it's almost like comfort food. Some people like mashed potatoes and macaroni and cheese. I like drinks. So, a Red 7 is basically like a 7-7. It's just Redemption Rye, 7-Up, and I garnish it with a little twist of lemon. And there you go. It's very cool, very refreshing, and it'll get the job done. So, salud. Drink up and be somebody, huh? Well, that's good. Okay, so. YouTube update, got nothing really to report. Just keep sending out links to the channel. Get it. Tell all your friends, even people you don't like, okay? I don't care if they're conservative, liberal. I don't care what race they are. Go ahead, just send it to everybody. Be all-inclusive. I don't give a shit. Okay, so that's your YouTube update. Today's a bittersweet day. Today we're actually remembering 9/11, which... hard to believe it was 19 years ago, which is it's a little personal for me, 9/11. So probably why I needed the Red 7. You put on the news, you put on any channel, and they're doing all kinds of remembrances and memorials, and that's great considering the current climate of things. And you have a lot of these. Moments of silence, and we all know I'm not fucking silent. So, I sincerely hope that those sand-sucking, camel-blowing terrorist pieces of shit are burning in the hottest fucking part of hell, screaming for their mothers and Allah. And you got demonic fucking Asian murder hornets with fiery stingers stinging them in the balls repeatedly. That's what I hope happens to those motherfuckers. But enough about that. I'm sure they're being tormented slowly as per my instruction. So, there you go. To all the survivors and all the lost souls. Salud. So, on to our Corona update. The world never fails to fucking disappoint me. Well, actually it does, but that's part of what this show is all about, right? So, Governor Nostrils has finally relented and signed an executive order to allow indoor dining in New York City. Don't celebrate just yet, because that thick-brained, clueless mayor Muppet Hands had no plans to do this, so the governor had to step in. So, with the summer coming to an end, and fall approaching, you're going to have cooler nights, it's going to get a little colder, and you always got those sensitive people like, oh, I'm so chilly. These are the assholes that make you lower the fucking air conditioner in the middle of August, okay? The restaurant owners, the businesses in the city were saying that, it's going to fuck up business because nobody's going to want to eat outdoors. You can't put heaters outside on the street in New York City. It's considered a fire hazard and therefore illegal. So, Nostrils relented and signed an executive. So, he allows indoor dining in the city. Now, you would think that he would mirror what they're doing in the rest of the state, upstate, Long Island, but that would be too fucking easy. No. Instead, his order has restrictions, of course, because, Captain No Fun. Honestly, I think this indoor dining order actually is going to end up hurting restaurants more, because here's why. It begins on September 30th. So, at the end of the month, indoor dining can happen in New York City, but at a 25% capacity. Okay? So, this is actually less people that'll be dining in these restaurants than are dining outside. So outside, there are pretty much almost 50%, a lot of them. And if they allow indoor dining, okay, at 25%, it obviously cuts down their fucking business, but wait, gets better. So now he's saying no bar service. You can't sit at the fucking bar. You can't walk up to the bar to order a drink. You can only order drinks at your table as long as you're eating food. Big shocker there. They're going to be taking temperatures of people coming in, and they're going to ask one member of every party to leave contact information for contact tracing, so that they can call people and if somebody in the restaurant should get corona. But that's not the fucking worst part. Here's the worst part of all of this, okay? He's actually encouraging people to rat. So he set up a fucking hotline that you could text, all right? If a restaurant is above the 25% capacity, he's encouraging people to send an anonymous text to the name of the restaurant, and they'll send down the SLA, the State Liquor Authority, and the state troopers, not the NYPD, and to immediately find them and yank their fucking liquor license. Okay? He said he's causing more fucking problems. I can't be the only one who sees this. So he's relying on people to have the mathematical skills to look at a fucking room and go, oh my god, this is above 25%! And then immediately send a text message. Okay? Listen. If you're one of these nervous fucking Marys, okay, that's too afraid to go out, then it's just simple. Stay the fuck home! Okay? Or better still, kill yourself. Alright? There's no reason to be fucking going out and then ratting on people. Alright? There's an old saying where I come from. Alright? Snitches get stitches. Mind your fucking business. Like I said, if you go to a restaurant and you don't feel comfortable there, simple. Get up and fucking leave. Okay? So what I foresee happening is a lot of these dumbasses, sending out these fucking text messages, and a lot of these restaurants getting fucking blown out. Okay? So I don't see him. I don't see this fucking rule actually being useful to restaurant owners. I see a lot of them getting hurt because of it. So and again, it's not just on Cuomo. I blame that fucking jerk off in the city, as you can see by the shirt. I thank the Christmas elves in the North Pole for this. I blame that jerk off in the city for not actually having a fucking real plan. Okay, because of his incompetence, this jerk-off had to step in, nostrils, and come up with this asinine plan, which subsequently is the same shit they're doing in New Jersey. So far, it's not really been successful in the Garden State. I don't see how it's going to be successful over here in New York City. But we'll see what happens, okay? Which I'm sure will lead to some more interesting episodes of the Friday Wrap-Up. So, moving on, all high school sports in New York, specifically Long Island, has been canceled and pushed off to next year or next spring. It's sad, one of my biggest fans, Gaby, if you're watching, buddy, which I know you're watching, there's a little shout out for you, pal. One of the biggest thrills I used to have in the fall was watching this kid play football. Okay, go to the homecoming games, opening games, couple football games, and thankfully he graduated high school. He's moved on, but I feel bad for these kids. They look forward to the shit. Listen, I know when I was a kid, you lived for football in the fall. So they could have come up with a better fucking plan. They're letting them go to school. They're playing football. They're wearing masks anyway. So what's the fucking problem? Anyhow, that's that. So all high school sports are canceled. Here's a fun one. California canceled Halloween because of Corona. Everyone's fucking surprised. Ooh, they're shocked that Halloween got canceled in California. First of all, California's got a lot of fucking problems. Okay? I've said it for years, all these fucking avocado heads deserve each other. Listen, just recently they passed a law that said, pedophiles are not considered to be a major crime anymore. They're loosening up the pedophile laws. So if the 12-year-old that the adult was having sex with was consensual, they don't have to be listed as a fucking sexual predator. Imagine this shit. And if you have incest, it may not qualify as a pedophilia crime. This is what. And then subsequently, after they passed this law, the state's been on fire for weeks, literally on fire. Listen, I'm not a religious guy, but I'm starting to see a little parallel there. So anyway, they canceled Halloween because of Corona. So these geniuses in the media and on the news have been pondering if they're gonna fucking cancel it for New York. Well, I can happily answer that question for you. The answer to the question is, of course Halloween's gonna be fucking canceled. Okay? You can't stand within 6 feet of people. You can't talk to nobody. You can't hug them. You can't kiss them. You can't do anything else. So you're going to start ringing on strangers' doorbells, asking for fucking candy? What if they sneezed all over the fucking Snickers before they put it in the bowl? Okay? Yeah, all the holidays are fucking canceled. Oh, do you think Thanksgiving's gonna happen? What the fuck do you need to be thankful about? Imagine this shit, you're sitting around the table going, well, I'm really thankful that Grandma went to that nursing home that Cuomo ordered all the corona patients to when they killed her. First of all, Black Friday's canceled, so there's no point in having dinner the day before. Everyone knows Thanksgiving is the fucking meal you eat to fuel up for this fucking insane shopping spree. Okay? Not to mention, if Black Friday's canceled, so's fucking Christmas. Oh, you poor Christmas freaks are probably just punching yourselves in the taint right now. Oh my God, not Christmas. Think about it for a second, okay? What? You gonna go to the tree in Rockefeller Center? It's closed. They don't want social gatherings near a fucking tree. Okay? You're gonna sit on Santa Claus's lap? You're gonna fucking kill him. What are you gonna do? Put him in a box? Or wave at him? And you see his breath fogging up the fucking box. First, all the midgets are going to have to collect unemployment now because they can't dress up like fucking elves. Okay? These poor little fucks. They should have a midget Olympics. Just to give them something to do in the off season. You know, nice. Nothing crazy. They don't have to learn how to play sports. You know, they could just run around in a circle. You know, you could bounce them. You could punt them. You could dwarf toss them. You know, just you have them like do somersaults and tumbles and things. That'd be cute. I'd watch that shit. Right? So I feel bad for the fucking midgets. They're the ones who really suffer here. They can't dress up like pumpkins on Halloween or turkeys on Thanksgiving. Okay? So I hope I didn't pop anybody's fucking balloon there, because if you didn't see this coming, then you're blinder than Ray Charles. Okay? So, Crazy Train is pulling into the station. So here we go. Governor Nostrils again is saying now that if the feds don't bail out the state, that he wants to raise taxes on New Yorkers, especially the richer ones. Now, when he says richer ones, he's talking about people who make over $115,000. That's actually the number that you would have to make if you want to afford to be broke in New York. Like, if you make 6 figures, you make just enough money to be broke. So this jerk-off now wants to raise everyone's fucking taxes because he under-budgeted the state way before Corona. Okay, he grossly under-budgeted the state. And here's a fun fact. He borrowed $11 billion from the feds. Okay, prior to Corona. Now, when the Corona pandemic hit, he borrowed another $6 billion. So he's up to $17 billion. So now this jerk-off is asking for more money. Now, I don't understand what's in his head. He grew up in Queens, so he understands how loan sharking works, right? So if a guy is into you for a certain amount of money, and you haven't even fucking made the VIG yet, you really think asking for more money is a feasible fucking plan here? So, you know, that's probably not going to happen. I don't see the feds bailing out New York and then telling the other 49 states to fucking suck it. All right? So he wants to raise taxes. He's saying the state's broke because of lost revenue, because of, you know, income tax and sales tax and stuff like that, on all the fucking businesses that he mandated to be closed, okay, for the last 6 fucking months. So because the state lost revenue, now the taxpayers are going to get fucking burdened again. So we're paying a higher tax rate now to live in a state where police are vilified, they're defunding them in the city, people are fucking leaving New York by the fucking droves, and we got nothing but a goddamn demilitarized zone outside. So record high unemployment in the state. People have lost their fucking jobs permanently. People have lost businesses. They're on the verge of being kicked out of their apartments. They can't make their rent. The banks are fucking breathing down their neck because they can't make mortgage payments. So this jerk-off's fucking brilliant idea is let's raise the taxes. I mean, this state is going to end up like a fucking ghost town. I'm just going to tell you that right now. Okay, you heard it here first. Remember that Billy Joel song? You know, Miami 2019? Well, it's coming to life now. Okay? Yeah. This is the day the fucking New York died. We're all going to be in Mexico. So, yeah, that's stop 1 on the Crazy Train. Next stop. Oh, my favorite part is he wants to fuck. I told you he wants to fucking tax the wealthy. The wealthy aren't coming back to the city. Between him and that fucking retarded Muppet in Manhattan, they've chased out all the wealthy. They've chased out all the high profile, all the major revenue producing companies. He's chased out. So there's no way that this deficit is ever going to get fucking met. Okay, nobody's coming back to the city. They're not coming back. Okay, unless they can have a party where they beat the son of a bitch with a stick like a pinata. So yeah, that's stop number one on the crazy train. Next stop, this was on the news. Some stupid fucking kid got arrested for going to school in Suffolk County. Figures in Suffolk County. Sorry if you're from Suffolk County and you're watching this, you're probably going, "Oh God, he hates people in Suffolk County." I lived in the 631 area code for a number of years, so I speak with experience on this. So this kid, I don't know if it was his first day of school or whatever, he was relegated to remote learning. Well, he didn't want to do that. I get it. You don't really get a good school experience remotely. You miss your friends, you miss your routine. I understand all of that shit. What I also understand is that the world's in a fucking pandemic, so you gotta do what you gotta do. Listen, I don't like, all this mask wearing bullshit, and I can't go to my favorite places because you gotta have a fucking 9-course meal to order a fucking beer or something. But it is what it is. You gotta do what you gotta do, right? So this kid didn't want to learn remotely, so he just shows up at school. So they suspended him for trespassing. Okay? So this fucking asshole kid shows up the next day and causes a problem, so they called the police, had him arrested. Okay? So he does a night in jail. Now, just to give you an idea, his parents, who are like 100 years old, they're fucking old. He's an only child. His parents are like senior citizens, so he was obviously an oops baby. They were probably fucking hippies. They named him Maverick. The kid's name's Maverick. He's a little shit kid that probably gets stuffed in a fucking locker. A little nerd, okay? I want to go to school. Fuck you, okay? What teenager goes, I want to go to school? Please, okay? We were looking for ways to cut school. This asshole shows up on a day. So he shows up on a day that he doesn't have to be there, and for his troubles, he gets locked up, and his parents are supporting this. See, this is what I mean. Okay, now, the school board said if he keeps this up, that they're going to eventually have to shut the whole fucking school down and go completely 100% remote. So this selfish little self-centered shitbag, okay, is going to end up fucking up everybody else's school year because he doesn't understand that he's not that fucking special. This is what happens when you tell your children they're special, okay, that they matter, or that they're so wonderful. Fuck you. You're not that special. You're just another stupid-ass kid in fucking high school. Get over it. So, you know what? I hope they lock him up. I hope they put him in Gen Pop with the rest of the fucking freaks in prison and, they turn his little ass into a fucking carnival. That's what I hope. Go ahead. You want to support your kid for that? You stupid. The fucking parents should get smacked right in the mouth. Okay? I blame the parents for this shit. Wait, I'm going to come back to this whole little scenario in a minute. Okay. Now on to your sports update. So, we'll start with baseball. All right? The Yankees. Well, I'm sad to report that they fucking suck. Okay, I said this in the beginning of this atrocity of a baseball season, 60 fucking games. I said it, watch, they're going to fuck it up somehow. I don't hold out a lot of hope for them. And I was right. You would think 60 games, they might be able to get this shit together. This fucking Aaron Boone might be able to function for 60 fucking games. Nope. Like clockwork, he drops the fucking ball every time it comes to crunch time. He got half the fucking team hurt because he doesn't know how to run practices. He doesn't know how to run stretches. He doesn't know how to assign proper coaches to proper players. He's a complete fucking bungling retard. Okay? They dropped 5 games to fucking Toronto. A Canadian baseball team. They lose 5 in a fucking row. Okay? If Steinbrenner was alive, he would have decapitated he would have fucking fired everybody. Everyone would have been gone. Okay? What does Cashman do? He goes down there and he talks nice to his bitch Aaron Boone. Okay? This fucking big-eared baboon fuck. So, they're teetering on the precipice. I mean, they started off the season hot. I'm not gonna lie. They were good. They were knocking them in. And then all of a sudden, half the fucking team gets hurt. They figure out how to play baseball. Okay? Doesn't know how to run a bullpen. Doesn't know how to run his fucking starting rotation. He's guessing half the time because he has no managerial experience. Okay? So, the fucking Orioles could still knock them out of contention for the fucking playoffs. So they got a doubleheader today. So they got to win both of these games to get a little fucking headroom so that they don't get squashed by the Orioles or some other team breathing down their fucking back. Okay? So, watch. If the Yankees, by some fucking miracle, make it into the playoffs, and remember, there's no wild card this year. Okay? If they make it into the fucking playoffs, they ain't going to make it. I hope an army of Chinese people all sneeze on Aaron Boone at the same fucking time and give him so much corona that his goddamn head explodes. Okay? That's what I hope. The son of a bitch. So, the reason why I'm so agitated, okay, is football season fucking started yesterday. Thursday night football. Now, normally, football season starting for me is like Christmas for like most of you people. I look forward to it. I can't wait. I'm all excited. I'm all amped up. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not too fucking excited for this season. And this might be the first and last fucking game I saw last night. And here's why, okay? So, first of all, this part makes my brain really hurt. Some NFL teams are allowing fans into the stadium. That's right, you heard me. Okay, some NFL teams are allowing their fans to come to games. Of course, in a limited capacity. So last night, game was played in Kansas City. Okay, so it was played in Kansas City. They allowed 14,000 fans into the stadium. Nobody sees this as a problem, obviously. Okay, now, and they panned the crowd with the cameras, and all I saw was 14,000 morons. Okay, 14,000 fucking momos. They don't know how to wear that goddamn mask. Who's got the mask like this? Who's got it like that? Who's got it on the side of their fucking head? Who's got it shoved up their ass? Who's not wearing one at all? And I'm saying to myself, about 32 fucking people are going to leave this stadium with the coronavirus and they're going to go breathe on other people. So that's first of all, okay? They're too fucking stupid to allow them into the stadium and not expect any problems. I do not understand what the fucking NFL is thinking, okay? But wait. So last night's game was a fucking disgrace. I'm not even talking about the actual playing of the game. I'm talking about the 35 minutes prior to the game, which was a civil rights travesty. You heard me. Now, I know, oh my God, people go, oh my God, it's gonna go racist. Now, I've said it 1,000 fucking times, and I'll say it 1,000 more. I do not have a racist bone in my entire body. I hate everyone equally. I don't give a fuck what you are. Okay? I don't. That said, I also can't stand when people are discriminated based upon the color of their skin, their religion, their orientation. I'm the first one to smack somebody in the fucking head for that shit. Okay? I have a lot of friends of all different walks of life. So, yeah. I'm not racist. I'm just fucking disgruntled. Okay, so this whole fucking travesty. See, I don't know. Sometimes I think I'm the only one who sees this shit. Maybe everybody else is fucking retarded. I don't know. I really don't know anymore. So let's start with this bullshit, the fucking Black National Anthem. You heard me right. I didn't slip of the tongue there. Bullshit, Black National Anthem. Okay, what is this shit? You heard me mention it a few episodes ago. Okay, that we're going to do this shit. I wasn't surprised. First of all, you play it before the national anthem. When did we become a communist country? Okay? The fucking Black National Anthem is divisive. Now, the whole point of this, right? The whole point of the civil rights movement and all is for equality and to eliminate divisiveness. Well, if you have your own fucking national anthem, that's pretty divisive. Now, I mean, if you want to include everyone, then right after that, you should have an Asian national anthem. I bet that would be a delight to hear somebody sing that. You imagine? It probably sounds like somebody running over a cat. Okay? You should have a Latin American or a Hispanic national anthem. And yeah, you can sing it twice. Once in Spanish, one verse in English. I don't give a shit. Okay? Then you should have a white national anthem. Whatever the fuck that would be. Probably a Neil Diamond song. Okay? But if I said, let's have a white national anthem, holy shit, half of the fucking BLM marches would be outside my fucking front door. We're one country. We should have one fucking anthem. The one that we have already. The national anthem. Not a separate one. Okay? So that fucking just, that got me started. Alright? And yeah, granted they had Alicia Keys singing. Okay, which, she looks good in a pair of jeans. But, nonetheless, even the videos behind it, let me tell you something, if there's any other singer doing, and just had all white people, or all Asian people, or all Hispanic people, it would be fucking bedlam. So I don't understand why divisiveness is okay now, but if some other race or other nationality did it, it would be a fucking problem. They should have one anthem. And you want to play a video? Good. Show people from all different races commingled. Because that's what this country's supposed to be, right? A big fucking melting pot. Okay? Not just one particular group. This is what I don't get. Okay? And then they played the national anthem. And God damn it, I can't fucking stand it when I see people kneel. Now, the Houston Texans were playing the KC Chiefs. The Chiefs took the field. The Texans stayed in the locker room for the Black National Anthem. I said, okay, maybe they got a problem with this. But then they played the regular national anthem, the real one, and they stayed in the locker room for that, these disloyal motherfuckers. And they're from Texas, of all fucking places. Okay, they didn't come out until both national anthems were played. And now while they were playing the national anthem, I'm looking down the line at the Kansas City Chiefs. I think only one person, and he was black, I believe. So one guy, and I believe he was black, okay, had the couth and the class to actually put his hand over his heart, because that's what you're supposed to do when the national anthem plays. Not this Lincoln Arms bullshit. Not this fucking raising your fist like your fucking pits are wet, okay? Like you're airing them out, and not this kneeling shit, okay? I don't understand why the NFL allows this shit. Okay, this is that fucking asshole Roger Goodall's fault, and I can't stand the fucking commissioner. I wish somebody would take Nancy Pelosi out, load her up with cheap fucking vodka like some Fleischmann's vodka, take her to a Mexican joint, shove her full of fucking burritos, take her over to Goodall's house, kick his fucking door in, and take her ass and shove it in his mouth and squeeze her stomach and make her blast fucking burrito and cheap vodka farts into his face until he vomits him dead, face down in a puddle of his own vomit with Nancy Pelosi passed out in the fucking corner. That would be fucking delightful. This is all his fault for allowing this shit. So eventually the Texans come out, okay? And then the Texans and the Chiefs all link arms, and they stand in the middle of the fucking field just holding arms. Like one big line of solidarity of bullshit. And I have to give it to the people, the fans in Kansas City, they booed the shit out of them. You know what? I mean, they're standing there like a fucking, like a gay chorus line. This is football. It's not La Caja Falls. What the fuck are you doing, you stupid son of a bitches? Now, like I said before, the point of all of this is to eliminate divisiveness and to promote equality, right? Well, again, when I'm the voice of reason in a room, you people have a fucking problem. You want equality? You got it already. Because you know what? When I look down that line of people linking arms, you know what I see? I see a row of fucking millionaires of all different races. Black, white, Hispanic, whatever. Okay? They're all playing football. They're all making a shitload of money. So they're all being paid a ton of money to play a sport. So they all have the same opportunity. Is that not equality? I mean, you don't have the black players standing on the left side of the field and the white ones, all three of them, standing on the right side of the field. You don't have that. No, you got them all linked together, lined up, holding hands, holding arms, grabbing each other's crotch, rubbing each other's cups on their faces, whatever the fuck they're doing. Okay, blowing bubbles into each other's asses. So, isn't that equality? You want to talk about eliminating divisiveness? Well, how the fuck do you do that when you come up with your own national anthem and exclude everybody else out of it? What? Did I miss something? Please, if I did, tell me. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Okay? But that's why I say this is a fucking shit show or a spectacle. Forget the fact that fucking sports should remain sports and not be political. Look at the fucking message you're trying to send. Speaking of messages, let's talk about these assholes, okay, that are kneeling and talking about the oppression and the systemic racism by the police. You know the ones I'm talking about, these NFL players, okay, these role models to our youth, all right? Here's some fun facts for you. In 2019, 30 of these assholes were arrested for crimes, okay? Heinous crimes. And here, in 2020, the fucking season just started, 2020, 17 of them were locked up. I'm not going to run down the list of the names of the people that were arrested in 2019, 2020. You could actually Google that. USA Today had a list of them. You make with that what you will. But here, just to give you an idea of some of the crimes that these poor civil rights activists were arrested for. Okay, one of them being a first-round draft pick for the Giants, DeAndre Baker, along with a couple other people from some other NFL teams. They were arrested for armed robbery. Okay? So, you're right out of college. Someone's paying you $900,000 a year to play football your first fucking year. What do? You get some of your buddies together, you get all gunned up, and you go fucking rob someone's jewelry. Okay? But yeah, there's systemic racism. The rest of these poor civil rights defenders were locked up for crimes, the crimes that these poor defenders of justice were arrested for, okay? Violence, drugs, disorderly conduct, violent and menacing behavior, domestic abuse and battery, drinking and driving, vandalism, assault, carrying illegal weapons, hit and runs, and the fucking list goes on and on and on and on and on. I can go on here for days. So bottom line here is you got a bunch of fucking rats complaining that the rat catchers are too good at their jobs. Okay? Like I said, it's all bullshit. Right? Apparently they don't get enough attention being football players. They got to go out and do all this shit. And these are the people that are going to tell me that the world is against them? You want to talk about fucking privilege? If you or I committed any of these fucking crimes, they'd stick us underneath the fucking jail. We wouldn't be wandering around. We wouldn't be playing football. No, they're all out. They got cases pending here and there, but they're still able to play football, and do what it is that they like. So my point to all of this is the following, okay? If you don't want to have a problem with the police, and I've said it before, take notes. Okay, if you don't want to have a problem, don't commit a crime. If you do commit a crime and you're stupid enough to get caught, shut the fuck up when the police lock you up. Don't resist. Don't give them a hard time. Don't attack them. When they say put your hands up, guess what you should do? Put your hands up. It's not really complicated. They're going to tell you what to do. All you got to do is listen, okay? I've been on the other end of the fucking police. Guess what? I didn't get shot. I didn't get killed. You know why? I listen. I'm smart. Okay? You know who I don't blame the police for these acts of violence. You know who I fucking blame? The parents of these people. That's right. The parents. Because you're not raising your fucking kids right. Why are your kids running around in the street all hours of the night? Why are they hanging around with people that are criminals? Why? Because you're a bad fucking parent. That's why. Okay? Oh yeah, I said it. And that has nothing to do with race. There's bad parents of all walks of life and races. Now listen, when I was a kid, I grew up with a good friend of mine. He was black. His mother was like a goddamn Gestapo. If that kid was not home at 5 o'clock, she was out in the street looking for him. And God help him, if she found him, she'd beat the fuck out of him. Okay? You know what that kid does for a living now? He's a fucking lawyer. Okay? He's got a good job. He's got a good business. Makes a shitload of money. Has a beautiful family, wife, children, lives in a nice area in Garden City. Okay? Because his mother was a single mom, by the way. Raised him right. Okay? Listen, I always talk shit about my mother all the time, but you know what? Not for nothing, she was strict too. I'm successful. I do okay. I don't have to worry about getting shot by the police. These other fucking assholes didn't raise their kids right. You think George Floyd's mother raised him right? Okay, first of all, listen, I said from the beginning he shouldn't have died, but you know what? I don't believe that the police were 100% at fault. They contributed to his death, yeah, but there were other mitigating factors to that death that the media doesn't want to say because it fucks up their narrative, but they're facts, okay? They found copious amounts of fucking fentanyl in him and methamphetamines and all kinds of other shit. He was mentally irregular when they got him. He did commit a crime. That's why the cops showed up. And he had a fucking rap sheet 1.5 miles long, one of which included armed robbery, where he held a loaded gun to a pregnant woman's unborn child and threatened to shoot the baby out of her fucking stomach. This is a guy we're protesting for, okay? The other fucking asshole that got shot in the ass was a pedophile. Breonna Taylor, now listen, she was an innocent victim, but was she? Okay, she wasn't a criminal, but she was shacked up with a known criminal. She knew that guy was a dangerous guy. It was her boyfriend, I guess. She loves him, loves blind. Okay, fine. All right? But the guy was considered armed, dangerous, and there were open warrants for his arrest. So, you know this shit. You know your fucking boyfriend is Why in God's name would you be shacked up with him? Why would you let him into your house to stay there? You know that's called aiding and abetting, so now you're a criminal too. Okay? And again, it's because their parents did not raise them right. They didn't teach them to respect authority. You know, when I was a kid, listen, my family was next level fucking crazy, okay? They were not saints by any means. And we were no fan of the police, but you know, by no shadow of the word. But I was always told as a kid, listen, if you're stupid enough to get caught by the police, you shut up your face. You don't talk, you don't say nothing. He goes, you keep your mouth shut. They tell you to walk straight, you walk straight. You tell you to go left, you go left. Let the fucking lawyers figure. My old man always told me, you get arrested, shut the fuck up. Don't be a smart ass. Don't think you're going to win this fight, because you're not. You'll get your head busted. And then when you come home, I'm going to bust your fucking head again. Okay? We were more afraid of our fucking parents than the cops. These parents today tell their kids that they're special, that they matter, that they're important. You're not important. I got news for you. You don't fucking matter. You don't matter to me. Okay, if you make me fear for my life, motherfucker, you don't matter. I'll drop you just as fast as you're standing there. Okay, you know who matters to me? People in my inner circle. I don't matter to anybody unless they love me, and that list is very fucking short. I can tell you that right now. So you don't matter. Stop telling your kids they're special. Okay? Stop telling them that they're always right. Oh, you're innocent. You're not. Okay? I didn't grow up that way. If a cop brought me home, it was my fault. We would beg the police to put us in jail, because if they brought us home, we'd get the shit kicked out of us by our parents. The parents failed to do this shit. And that's why we grew up different. And I don't care what color you are. If you're from my fucking generation, you know what I'm talking about. Okay? I know plenty of people that are my age in their 40s that are black, Hispanic, Asian, whatever. They all had tough parents. We all grew up in a tough Italian, Irish, whatever. We all grew up in the same fucking tough neighborhood. Our parents were fucking Gestapos, and not one of us got killed by the police. Not one of us were a statistic. Okay? If you got a slap on the fucking wrist, you prayed that they gave you life, because when you came out, you were gonna get the shit kicked out of you. Okay? Parents don't do that shit anymore. Now they got their kids running around with these BLM people and these Antifa people, and they're proud of them. You fucking morons. And then when your kid gets killed, whose fault is it? Yours or the police? You want to say it's the police. It's not. It's yours. Take responsibility for your own fucking actions. That's what the problem is in today's society. Nobody wants to take responsibility for their own fucking actions. They want to pass the buck. You're 50% to blame for anything that happens to you, because you put yourself there. So if a cop shoots you in the head, that's half your fault. You did something to attract the police's attention. You did something to provoke the cop. All right, yeah, he shot you. But you're 50% to blame. It's not always their fault. Are there some asshole cops out there? Yeah, absolutely. I've met a few of them myself. Okay? But again, I was smart enough to keep my mouth shut. So that's all I'm going to say. Enough of this shit. Okay, enough. These people have just... It's one big fucking temper tantrum that won't stop. Okay? You don't matter. Nobody... People run around going, Black Lives Matter and all lives matter and this life... Nobody's life matters. No one. Okay? We're all a bunch of little fuckers just wandering around, just trying to make our way in the world. Get a job. Go to work. Do your job, do the right thing, take care of your family. That's all that should fucking matter to you, okay? My life matters because I say it does. And it only matters to me. Don't matter to nobody else, unless, of course, they love me. And like I said, that list is very short. So moving on. So, my observations for the week are these assholes. You ever go to the store, okay? I mean, and like you see like... They have when you're waiting online for the cash, they have the circles, like the stand here and you're 6 feet apart. There was a comedian, Anthony Rodia, very funny guy. He's from Franklin Square. He made an observation. He said they were playing hopscotch. And it was funny. He's right. You should check him out. He's got a channel on. He's a very funny guy. But... And I was thinking of it. I was in the supermarket yesterday, and I'm thinking of that, and I'm laughing. And of course, because I don't like people telling me what to do. So I wasn't standing completely on the fucking circle. I might have been a little in front of it, And there was some fucking jerk-off guy in front of me. And, you know, there's line Nazis out there. You're not standing on the circle. You're not 6 feet apart. Oh, fuck yourself. So anyway, I was in front of the circle, and I wasn't really paying attention. I was patiently waiting my turn. I was playing with I was reading an email, playing with something on my phone. And all of a sudden, in the corner of my eye, I see a fucking arm coming at me. This son of a bitch was going to push me back. So I cracked his fucking arm out of the way. And he goes, "You assaulted me." I said, "Assaulted you?" I said, "You want to see an assault? Try that shit again. I'll break that fucking arm off and shove it up your ass. Then you can tell people you're assaulting." He goes, I'm going to fight a policeman. Yeah, okay. Go ahead. Go. Yeah, I swear to God, the guy was going to call cops. He left. He left the fucking store. So the person in front of me was done. I woke up. I took his spot. I put my shit on the counter, and the fucking cashier's laughing. She says, "That guy causes a problem every time he's in here." I said, "You know, if you're so fucking nervous, stay home." So I'm 2 inches closer. You're going to freak the fuck out? You can't go touching people. I mean, first of all, see, again, this is the problem with the mask. See, I wasn't wearing I was wearing just a plain black mask, so you couldn't see if I was pissed off or not. If my face was out, this guy would have never... This is why I hate this whole mask shit. They should have clear fucking masks so that you could see my fucking aggravated face, okay? This face keeps a lot of this fucking bullshit away from me. And since this whole pandemic, because half of my face is covered, people think I'm fucking friendly and they want to fuck with me. I don't understand why. See, but you know what? You do what you got to do because there's a pandemic, and you know you got to do what you got to do. Not like this asshole kid that goes to school when he's not supposed to. So that's been your Friday wrap up. Hope you have a nice weekend. Enjoy the fall season, the pumpkin spice and all that bullshit. And I'll see you when I see you.